Welcome to Mazel Talk from ADL's Higher Ed. Each week, we share firsthand stories of Jewish students on college campuses. Their stories in their own words. This is all of our fight, and these voices need to be heard, so listen closely.
My name is Sara. I am a junior at the University of Maryland, and I'm studying international relations and global terrorism studies. I grew up in a really small Jewish community in Memphis. It was a very big town, but the community itself was small, and we all kind of lived within a good radius of each other, maybe 2 miles. I did grow up in an Orthodox community where my school dress code, we had to cover our knees, cover our elbows, cover our chests. Most Orthodox dress codes follow that. And we still involved ourselves in secular extracurriculars and stuff like that. We would play basketball in skirts. We played in a secular private school league. So we were exposing ourselves to a lot of different situations that made us unique, I guess, in an aspect in that community. And as I grew up, I started to notice some things. Our school was targeted with graffiti quite often, 420, Hitler was right, all of the things you see in different campaigns and things nowadays, which are just things you never think that you would ever hear, ever. Like, this is how I had to be exposed to history in a way. Thank God that I was at a school where it taught me these things, but also it's a sad reality that a lot of Jewish students have to go through even before they reach college campus. I came to University of Maryland definitely because of the Jewish community here. And I wanted to experience somewhere where I could go and turn to someone and be, "Hi, my name is Sara. I'm Jewish." "Oh, you're Jewish too? No way. I didn't know who you were." I'm still meeting people every single day, and I think that's a gift. For people who grew up in a place where you didn't know everyone like that, it's hard to understand how shocking it is to get to a university or anywhere and be like, "Oh my gosh, I just didn't even know this many Jewish people existed." As soon as the war broke out on campus, I started to feel a little bit of hostility. Every day I would walk past this store and it would be riddled with misinformation, especially slogans like "from the river to the sea," which is a phrase that calls for the eradication of the Jewish state and by extension, the safety of my friends and family in Israel, who I love. And every day I walked past that door and I felt very unseen and I felt very unsafe. A month would go by and then there would be even more words on their door. They would just write stuff on it and put it on there. I wanted to do something about it. And I went to my resident advisor, and unfortunately, free speech. And they said, really, there was nothing they can do. And I said, I think I just want to have a conversation with her. When it comes down to it, I just want to respect the environment and respect everyone's feelings involved. And they refused to speak with me. It really reinforced my passion for trying to educate people about misinformation and the things that are being spread on campus and beyond that are just insanely false and inaccurate. So on March 5th, I was asked by ADL to come speak to legislators in Annapolis about my story and my experiences on campus. And I remember I was feeling very nervous. I've always loved public speaking and doing things like this, but it was just different. It was something very new and it was something that I was very passionate about and it felt very real. I was testifying 3 times. So the first time I was definitely shaking. I remember my hands were shaking for sure. They always shake as I'm like sliding up the paper. But it calmed me down as they were so receptive of me sharing my story and hearing my voice. And after, at the end, I just knew I wanted to do it again the next chance I could. Because being able to share your story and advocate for change in a system that's obviously not working is a really powerful thing and something I'm really grateful to have the opportunity to do and try to do as a young leader and professional. What gives me hope is the fact that when situations happen on campus and bills are proposed and referendums are proposed, a community of students, at least on my campus and on most that I've seen working with different organizations, come together to push against it. And no matter how frustrating it is to keep pushing back against challenges and anti-Semitism on campus and divestment movements, it's so important because the more we do it and the more people we reach and the more we join together, the more people we inform and can actually make an impact.
Thanks for listening to Mazel Talk from ADL's Higher Ed. To learn more about how to fight anti-Semitism on your campus, go to notoleranceforantisemitism.adl.org. To report a campus anti-Semitism incident, text CALL HELP, all one word, to 51555 or go to adl.org/call for free legal help. Subscribe to Higher Ed today for weekly conversations and stories about Jewish campus life. Please rate and review us. And if you have a story to share, email us at highered@adl.org. That's CHAIERED@adl.org. We look forward to hearing your stories. I'm your host, Luda Saharov, and this is Higher Ed.